major appliances in the Good Things Utah kitchen provided by Mountain Land Design.
Oh, that treat looks so good, but it's actually raw and very good for you. Janae is here from Cafe Janae, and she makes so many things. She teaches classes on how to make raw foods, really healthy recipes that you and your family will love. And this one is awesome looking.
Oh,
looks so good.
Die for it. And you guys were talking before, what do skinny chicks eat in the summer?
This is what they eat.
And you were counting calories and talking about, you know, how it had less calories, but really, like, cotton candy has no nutritional value. And so my desserts and my food, not only do they taste great and they're good for you, but they have lots and lots of nutrition packed into the dessert. So, like, for instance, this vanilla ice cream sundae here, it has more nutrition than most meals people eat, just because it's made from raw food and whole foods. So not only is it, you know, great for weight loss, but it's also great for your health.
It is, and you want your family eating things like that too.
Exactly.
And when you start making these things, I swear, the kids will get on board because it's delicious. What goes into this ice cream?
So instead of dairy, this is dairy-free. Lots of people can't eat ice cream, and this is becoming more and more common. So we're making a vanilla ice cream, but you can add whatever flavor you want to customize it to strawberry or chocolate or whatever you want. But we're going to use
nuts.
Cashews are the base. Yeah.
Can I taste one?
You can.
Oh, I love cashews.
So what you do with the cashews is you just soak them overnight, and it makes them nice and soft. And this is what makes the ice cream really creamy and thick. And a lot of people try to make it like with rice milk or whatever, and it just turns out kind of like icy.
Right. And you don't want icy.
You want it creamy. And that's what the cashews do, is it gives it the creamy base.
Really? Okay. So you put it in the blender.
In the blender. Now, you're going to need a high-speed blender for this. If you just have a regular cheap $25 blender, it's not going to get it really smooth. So I use a Vitamix. There's also Blendtec. Both of those brands are great high-speed blenders.
Oh my gosh, my personal trainer friend has a Vitamix, and she's a nut.
Oh.
She makes things in her Vitamix all the time.
I love this thing. I use it several times a day. And then you just put in enough water to help it mix. And then we're going to sweeten it with either raw local honey or a little bit of raw agave syrup.
Okay.
Okay. And we're going to put some golden raisins in there. And what that does is, even with the cashews, it's still a little bit icy, not quite so creamy. This adds an extra creamy texture to it, as well as a tangy sweetness. And it really tastes delicious. And this is coconut oil. So this is raw, cold pressed processed coconut oil, which gives you your good fats. And the cool thing about coconut oil is your body uses it like a carbohydrate. It's a medium chain triglyceride. So when your body uses coconut oil, it doesn't store it like fat. It actually burns it off like a carbohydrate. So this actually helps you lose weight by eating this type of fat.
That's so great. And I know a lot of the things, like probably things in the nuts and stuff, they need to bind with something so you can get some of those nutrients in there too, which is good for the coconut oil. That's great.
And then we've got just some vanilla. If you're making straight vanilla ice cream, make sure you put a good amount of vanilla in there. If you skimp on the vanilla, the flavor is not going to work out. If you're making a chocolate ice cream or whatever, you don't have to worry about it so much. And this is just a little bit of natural salt. Now, I'm also going to put in a little bit of stevia. You can either use stevia powder, or I've got some stevia liquid here. And what that does is it reduces the amount of agave or honey you can use. So this is a 0-calorie, 0 glycemic index sweetener. So what I do is I cut the honey or the agave in half, and then I add stevia, and it bumps up the sweetness, so you can get the extra sweetness without the calories.
Sugar.
Yeah, exactly. And that's all you do, and then you just blend it. If you want to make it into a different flavor, you can add a little bit of raw cocoa powder or mint flavor for mint extract, or you can add some strawberries or raspberries to make it whatever flavor you want. This is just the basic vanilla.
Okay.
So you just blend it up. And I'm just going to do this for a sec. Blend it up till it's nice and creamy. It takes, you know, like 3 minutes to blend it up.
And then you put it in this ice cream
maker.
thing.
I love this thing. You take this, usually with ice cream makers, you got to use the ice and the salt, and it's messy and it's a pain. This little bucket just goes in the freezer, and there's a gel in there that freezes up. And so you just pull that out of the freezer, stick it on the base, put in the little turn thing, and then
away it goes.
You pour your ice cream batter into that, turn it on, and in 20 minutes,
comes out like this.
20 minutes later, you've got ice cream, and it's so easy.
What did you put on the top?
So this is raw chocolate sauce. It's made with raw local honey and raw cacao powder, and this is raw raspberry sauce. It's just made with raspberries and a little bit of honey and stevia.
Oh my goodness.
And
okay, this is unbelievable.
Do you love it?
This
Great.
is so good. It's awesome.
Could you just eat that instead of regular store-bought ice cream?
I could eat this instead of lunch.
Yeah.
Like, I'll have that whole thing.
This is probably healthier for you than most lunches you'll eat.
Janae, thank you so much. This is delicious.
cabinets for the Good Things Utah kitchen, provided by David.